Howdy folks, this is the HUM-115-93 podcast. I am the host Nathan Gonzalez and this is my co-host
Margaret Barton.
And today we'll be talking about domestic abuse. This is an important topic because it's very common. A lot of men and women go through it every day. It's an isolating issue where someone uses your loneliness to manipulate you, not only mentally but physically as well.
This is an important issue because someone you know, whether you know it or not, is going through this issue. 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience domestic abuse in their life.
Since domestic abuse is an issue that leaves you feeling very lonely, a lot of survivors find comfort in music. And today we're going to be talking about 2 songs that a lot of survivors feel a lot of comfort in. It makes them feel a lot better about the situation that they had.
The first song we're going to be talking about is Goodbye Earl. It was written in the late 1990s. This was written by Dennis Lind. He wrote the country song, and in his songwriting, he had pretty much created like this world in his storytelling, and he decided Earl had to die.
Although the country writer Dennis Lind wrote the song, the Dixie Girls really brought it to life. The music video is very upbeat and humorous, and the girls are laughing and clapping throughout the entirety of the video.
Yes. One of my favorite lines in that song was, Wanda looked all around this town and all she found was Earl. This shows that when your friends leave and you move away, sometimes you feel isolated and alone. To just look for not anybody, but they prey on you, knowing that you're alone. And I think another part of the song where it shows really what women go through when they're dealing with domestic abuse. The song says, she put on dark glasses and long sleeve blouses and makeup to cover a bruise. I think this shows how far women are willing to give up from themselves for a man and for a relationship oftentimes. And I think it can also be the other way around. I think men also do have to hide themselves and do have to cover things up to not be seen in that kind. Oscar-winning Tears by Ray is currently not ranked within any major music charts, but she has been around the 90 range in Billboard Hot 100. But Goodbye Earl was peaking at number 19 for 20 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100.
And I think they're both effective in different ways. Goodbye Earl shows you that you can always have people around you to give you support, and when a man can't. And Oscar-winning Tears encourages women to trust their gut when you're around a man she ain't never been around before, and not feed into any type of manipulation.
They were both very important in both different aspects of domestic abuse. Between the 1990s and now, when the first song and the second song were released, one of the big changes that we see is the support for survivors, the activism for women, the resources for women. We now have women's shelters. We have things that we can just order at the bar, like an angel shot. Those things really help women and can save women out of these situations. And I just want everyone to know that you should stay safe, stay aware, and be careful of who you keep yourselves around.
100%. And this was the HUM-115-93 podcast, and we are out. Stay safe. Ray says in an interview that the song is supposed to invoke a big, dramatic, classical feeling,
which I definitely think she achieved. When I play this song in the car, I feel totally empowered that I can now take those rose-colored glasses off. It used to feel very damning when I would catch somebody lying or manipulating to me, but now I'm just grateful I can see through it.
Right. And in the bridge, Ray uses the perfect way to say, I see it and I will not pretend like it's okay. I wish you could see yourself, but this is definitely your last time seeing me.
Which is crazy. I definitely think it's good that she stood her ground on that. And another line that I really liked, she said, I can't deny I was stuck in a daze, a terrible phase. You were convincing, though, very believable, the role that you played. And I think this plays a huge part. Like we said earlier, men or people in general who are looking to abuse you are gonna prey on your loneliness and prey on things that you don't even see in yourself. I definitely think that's important that she noted that in the song. Don't you think?
100%.
Perfect.
I remember when we said we had 2 songs to talk about, and the second song is Oscar-winning Tears. It was written in between the years 2018 and 2022.
Ray and Mike Sabbath wrote the song together, but Ray is the one who performs it. And she talked about in past interviews being psychologically abused in relationships. So I think this is what inspired the song for her. And Mike Sabbath, I think, just helped her out, as he does a lot of people in Hollywood with songwriting.
One of the lines that really hit me in the song was, right away Marianne flew in from Atlanta on a red-eye midnight flight. She held Wanda's hand and they worked out a plan, and it didn't take them long to decide that Earl had to die. These lyrics showed that the girls really had each other's backs, and they were there for each other, and they weren't just gonna let their friend go through something that traumatic and just not be there for her.
I totally agree. It shows that she wasn't alone and that there were people there for her to stick up for her and do what had to be done.
She wasn't alone.
She was not.